in the male-dominated real estate market. Helping lead the Shojaee Group, the development firm has built more than 10,000 homes and condos in addition to more than 1 million square feet of retail and office space in the Sunshine State, with $5 billion in completed real estate transactions. So joining us now to discuss this amazing accomplishment and the industry as a whole is Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer of Shojaee Group, Stephanie Shojaee. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the show and happy Women's History Month. You've made it your mission to increase the opportunities and visibility of women in an industry that has long been male-dominated, development, right? Building new buildings, building properties, building houses. So let's start with this. Why do you do that? Why is it so important to you to sort of lift other women up?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I always knew that I wanted to make it my mission to help women because I am a first-generation American. My parents did come to this country from Colombia, and they made it a mission for themselves to be able to have a daughter that had a different life than they had. And it was tough. It was tough. I didn't speak English until I was about 10 years old. My parents had no connections. I had to basically go to school, get a scholarship, make it in life. And I have always said to myself, opening these doors for myself was very difficult. And I wanted to give back to other women by opening the doors for them and making it easier for them to be able to get ahead quicker than perhaps it took me to.
One of the things I think of is there's this thing called shine theory, right? Which is that I shine if you shine. And so by helping other women shine, it makes you shine more too, because you are lifting. It's like a rising tide lifts all boats, right? That you lift everyone together.
Yes, I strongly believe in that. Actually, funny enough that you mentioned about bringing other women up. When I first started working at Shojaee Group in 2013, I saw that there was a big gender gap, that we were hiring a lot more men than we were women. So I made it a point to say this needs to stop. We need to hire a lot more women. And slowly but surely, that's what we did. Now we're about 50-50 women versus men. I started an all woman marketing team. And I also, when I was doing that, I said, I don't want to grab women that already have opened all their doors for themselves and that they're these gurus in marketing. I want to grab younger girls that didn't have that opportunity yet. They were graduating from school, and had they not been offered a position here at Shojaee, they might have not, worked in such a big company and had such a great chance.
So let me dig in a little bit more on that, right? You're offering these opportunities, but there have been a lot of ways of trying to get women to be more equal in the workforce, right? To make more money, to be more successful. And there's been mixed results. So what do you see that needs to be done sort of business worldwide to make women feel like they have the opportunities and to jump into something new, even if they feel like maybe they don't have the experience?
I think it all starts from at home. I think every single business owner should really start implementing to fill in this gender gap and to employ more women, because women, bring so much to the table. And it's always been, it's not even just real estate. It's in every aspect. Everything is just men driven. Everybody thinks that, women might not be able to do it as good. And in reality, women can do it the same or even better. So I think it starts from home, and I strongly urge all companies to start looking into hiring more women.
What are some of the experiences you've had as a working woman that have helped you teach other women how to navigate some of these challenging situations? Obviously, not everything is easy. There are lessons we have to learn the hard way. How does that experience help you kind of continue this pattern of lifting others?
It's been difficult for me, especially in real estate, not only because real estate is a very boy club type of environment, but it also doesn't help for women that like fashion, that they like beauty. And I don't think it's not just real estate. Typically, if you find a girl or a woman that likes a lot of fashion and she wants to come to the workforce wearing full makeup and her hair done, they're not just taken as serious just because they don't look a certain way, or they think like, oh, she's really here to show off, or she thinks this is like a modeling show or something. Everybody's judging, but in reality, it's been hard for me to showcase that women can dress really nice, still bring the same thing to the table as if they were wearing a hard hat or pants. So for me, it's been very important to teach all the women that work here, especially the younger ones, that they shouldn't change themselves. You don't need to mold yourself. You need to be happy with who you are and just keep, breaking barriers. And the more barriers they break, they will showcase it to their friends, family, or even on their social medias and open the path for others.
Stephanie, I have about a minute left, but I want to give you a chance to brag about yourself a little bit. Since you joined Shojaee Group in 2013, obviously there's been a ton of success. So talk to me about the role that you've played in all that success. You get to, you not only are you bringing in new talent, expanding horizons, but you've had an impact. Talk to me about that.
Yes. So when I first came to Shojaee Group, the marketing department was, a little bit outdated, still newspaper, et cetera. I started my own digital marketing team where I spearheaded all of it. And we really expanded into the younger generation way of marketing. I also, started a food hall anchored multifamily projects. I oversee all of the tenants that we choose for our commercial side. So I when people ask me, what's your role? I really don't have a role. It's a lot of roles aside from being a wife. So every day it's a little bit of mixture of everything. I think, women, we can do it all.
I love that. I like to think that I can do it all. I don't do it all great, but I also try. Thank you so much for being such an inspiration for women. Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer of Shojaee Group, Stephanie Shojaee. Really, really appreciate your insight. Coming up after the break, tomorrow marks the